Welcome to North Mankato residents. This is Scott Carlson, your mayor. And with me today are two City of North Mankato Police Reserve officers, and I'm going to let them introduce themselves right now.
I'm Dave Kruger, the North Mankato Police Chief for the Reserve Unit. I'm a retired truck driver. Been in Reserve here for 11 years.
I'm Martha Jarrett, mom of 3 and social worker by day, and Reserve officer all those other times.
So today we want to talk about recruitment and really kind of reviving and energizing our police reserves. So can you tell us what it takes? Like what do we need to be as far as age and things like that to join the police reserves?
We have to be 18 years or older to be a reservist. We have had many different people of different age groups that do this. Our young people that are in school, going to MSU, trying to get their degrees in law enforcement and stuff, and we've got older people like myself, 64 years old. We have every age in between that to be a reserve.
And as a reservist also, how many hours or what kind of training does it take to be a reservist?
I would say that the training is really done on the job and provided by the chief and the other officers who've been with the reserves for years. We have once a month trainings, and so you really learn on the job. You get some formal training that is required, but we talk about all of those details when people apply and make sure that they're aware of those commitments. Really, you don't need any prior experience. And I'm definitely one to say that it's pretty a wonderful group to join and easy to really understand the materials and what's required.
That's exciting.
It really is.
So Dave, what types of events would the police reservists maybe help support?
We help with many things in North Mankato. We do a lot of 5K runs for different groups. We do fun days, which is a huge one for us. We do Halloween night. We'll send out some people to make sure that the kids are safe. So we do a lot of things.
Yep, the National Night Out. I would say any holiday where you see, kids gathering and families gathering, that's the perfect opportunity to see a reserve officer at work.
So another question I have is why should people maybe join the police reserves? It sounds like really cool. What are some of those benefits or those neat things you love about the reserves?
The younger kids, it's a resume builder for them. As they go through their schooling and stuff, they get a lot of hands-on training here that they probably wouldn't get. And then when they go into their full-time jobs, the detectives and such will call us to see what kind of a reserve they were when they were with North Mankato. The older people and that, we just, everybody takes to this differently. It's a blast.
Yeah, and I would say as maybe one of the older people, that, it's a way to give back to the community. And there are so many of North Mankato residents who are giving back to the community in a variety of different ways. And I find this to be extremely gratifying because you really get to see your neighbors, your friends, your family in all these events and keep people safe. And it's really no different than other volunteer organizations or other ways that you give back to the community. I think it's really social and fun and very well received by the public.
So do you have to be a North Mankato resident?
No, you do not. No, you do not.
So can you come from far and wide, any city?
Yep. Within reason. We don't want people too far away. Okay. But
I think anybody, living, working, raising families, whatnot, as long as you're, in the community enough to really understand the dynamics and, willing to come for those trainings, we'd love to have you.
So before we close up, next steps, some things that we can do for our viewers, what we can do if they want to, they're like, yeah, this may be kind of cool, I'd like to maybe volunteer or apply to be on the volunteer reserve. What can they do?
They can go online and get an application for this event or for this group, or else they can come into the office here at the police annex and get a paper copy of an application, and they can fill that out and bring it back in.
Mm-hmm. Talk to any reserve officer that you see at your community events, and we're happy to talk about it too.
Yeah. Well, I want to thank you too for doing this today. One of my big pushes is to really promote our different departments, Our city is so great, it's beautiful. I've been a lifetime resident. I know you guys have been around a long time too in North Mankato. And so I just am looking forward to seeing how many more we can get on the police reserve and active in our community.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for
Great, thank you.
for viewing.
Thanks.